boys and girls, welcome to Harvest Kids today. Hey Jackie, where are we right now?
We are in the sanctuary of the church.
Cool, why are we here?
Well, because I was thinking, did you know that a lot of people who don't know God well think that God only lives at church?
Get out of here.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, but guess what? God is with you wherever you go. So if you go to Chick-fil-A, God's with you.
If you go to Target, God's with you.
If you go to your kitchen,
oh, really?
God is with you.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to learn about that lesson today. We're going to do a lot more too. We're going to make a craft. We're going to play a game. We're going to do some worship. We're going to hear a Bible story and have some fun. And we're going to start with worship right now. So wherever you're at, stand up to your feet. That's right. Stand up and let's get worshiping now.
With Jesus Christ, He made the sacrifice. He makes me want to glow, so glow, glow, glow. Darkness can't hold Him in. He conquered death and sin. He makes me want to glow, so glow, glow, glow. The light of the world, follow Him and don't walk in darkness. Jesus is the light of the world, follow Him and glow. Jesus is the light of the world, follow Him and glow, the light of the world. Jesus Christ, He made the sacrifice. He makes me want to glow, so glow, glow, glow. Darkness can't hold Him in. He conquered death and sin. He makes me want to glow, so glow, glow, glow. The light of the world, follow Him and don't walk in darkness. Jesus is the light of the world, follow Him and glow. Jesus is the light of the world, follow Him and glow, the light of the world. Jesus is the light of the world, follow Him and don't be scared. He paid the price, the sacrifice, don't roll the dice with your life. He'll walk with you, talk with you, light you up and ride through life with you. He died for you, cried for you, is alive with you, was tried for you. So when you meet Him on His throne, you won't be standing all alone. He's by your side, Jesus Christ, sending your sin cross oceans wide. Shine for Him, dine with Him, make Him number one desire. Cause He loves you up and down, now make disciples, go around that light. Jesus is the light of the world, follow Him and don't walk in darkness. Jesus is the light of the world, follow Him and glow. Jesus is the light of the world, follow Him and glow. Jesus is the light
Hey boys and girls, welcome to today's Focus Up moment. This is where we take time out of our service to worship God and really focus in one attribute of Him. And today we're going to be focusing on how we are children of God. I'm a child of God. So this song says, who the Son sets free is free indeed. So let's sing this together now. Who am I that the highest King would welcome me? I was lost, but He brought me in, His love for me. Oh, His love for me. Who the Son sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes I am. Free at last He has ransomed me, His grace runs deep. While I was a slave to sin, Jesus died for me. Oh, He died for me. Who the Son sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes I am. Sing that one more time. Who the Son sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. In my Father's house, in my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes I am. Great job worshiping, everybody. We'll see you next time for another Focus Up moment. Bye now.
Hey guys, welcome to today's game. We are playing
Pictionary.
Pictionary. So we each have a bucket with different items in it that we have to draw. Now your job is to try to guess it before we guess each other. So let's get drawing now.
Okay, who wants to go first?
You.
Okay, I'll go first. All right.
All right guys, let's get ready to guess what Mike is drawing. See if you could guess before me. Polka dots. Circles. A map. A game plan. A trail. Do you guys know what this is? Is this like something with football? Because I really wouldn't know. This looks like some sort of strategy. A road. A ball bouncing. A bouncy ball.
Yes!
Oh, man. Okay, I think you guys probably guessed that before me.
A bouncy ball. So if you got bouncy ball, good job. You kids win. All right, let's get our next one. Jackie, you're up next.
Okay, here we go.
Rocket ship.
Yeah! I didn't even get to finish. Look. Hi.
Going to the moon.
Did you guys guess that before, Mr. Mike?
Good job, everybody. Oh, okay.
A line, a box, a square, a present, a grid, math, a house, a roof, a tree house, a hot air balloon. What is it? Something with water, a watermill? I don't know. Do you guys know? Okay, well, is that water?
Yes.
A well!
A water well!
Oh.
That's right.
You guys, I'm not doing too good on this.
Maybe Snow White should have been here like this and, hi, I'm Snow White.
Like at Disneyland.
Yay, Snow White.
All right, let's see what I'm gonna draw. All right. Ready, steady, Freddy.
Tree. Joker hat. Palm tree.
Palm tree!
Yes!
Woo.
Did you beat me on that one? Coconuts, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if this is gonna take me a long time like last two.
Here we go.
A J. No. A T. Oh, an ice pop.
Yes!
A rocket pop.
It's a popsicle.
Specifically, that is a rocket pop. My turn. Ready, set. Okay.
Soda can. An iPhone.
Yeah!
What?
I wasn't even gonna put the numbers on there because I thought that might not be in the Pictionary rules.
I
Good
got it.
job.
Aw. Okay, here's mine. Ready?
Ready? Okay, I'm stumped. What is that? A calculator. It's not a calculator?
No.
Is it a phone?
It is.
No way! You
Yeah.
had phone too?
I did.
That is funny.
Beep, beep, beep.
Alrighty, just a couple more left. Oh, come
Oh,
on.
butterfly.
That was too easy.
You probably beat me on that one. All right, here comes my last one. Oh, this one's gonna be hard.
Harder than bouncy ball?
Here we go.
Pants. Piano.
It's piano.
No
You got
way.
that. Look at that. The keys that are kind of drooping.
Play a song.
Wow.
Wow, that was so good. I got better at this game at the end. Did you guys get that? It totally looks like a keyboard. All right, and my final one is...
Mickey Mouse. Not Mickey Mouse? Mickey Mouse singing? Minnie Mouse? Mighty Mouse? Max Mouse? Is that a bear?
It's a bear!
Oh, it wasn't a mouse.
No, it's a bear.
She tricked us.
All right, well, that was so fun. I love playing Pictionary. It's fun to see everybody's artistic way that they think and draw things.
Yeah.
So we want you to play this at home with your family. It's a really fun family and friend game. So good job to you guys. Good job, Mr. Mike. Okay job to me. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye. Hey everyone, welcome to Unboxing the Bible. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like unboxing a present you're really excited about, but it's way better than that because it's God's Word we're unboxing. Our word for today is T E M P L E, temple. Our word today comes from the Bible verse 1 Corinthians 3:16, which says, "Do you not know that you are God's temple and that God's Spirit dwells in you?" 1 Corinthians 3:16. Now say it with me. 1 Corinthians 3:16. Do you not know that you are God's temple and that God's Spirit dwells in you? Well, great job unboxing the Bible with me today. Now get ready for a Bible lesson up next with Miss Jackie. Bye.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to today's Bible story. Today we are in the book of Ezra, and we're going over 4 chapters. And all of these chapters talk about how God's people rebuilt the temple. Now remember, the temple was the place where God's people would go to meet with God. So it was really special and really important that they got to rebuild their temple. We learned a couple weeks ago that the Jewish people had been exiled, meaning they had to leave their homeland and they had to go to another place, and they were in Babylon. And if you remember, the prophet Jeremiah told a message to the people from God that the exile would last 70 years, but then it would be over and they would get to return home. And that's where our story picks up today. King Darius told the people, you can go back home and you can rebuild your temple. And it was so special and so important to them because that's where they would meet with God. And of course they want a special place where they can meet with God. So they started to rebuild, and there was a lot of things going on. Some people were sad. They remembered the old temple, which was beautiful and glorious. The temple that Solomon had built. It was glorious. But this temple was not quite the same. So some people who remembered the old temple were like, oh man, this isn't as good as it used to be. And then other people were like, wow, this is a lot of work. This is a little discouraging. It's taking so long to build this, and it's not as good as it used to be. Wow, that's a lot going on. Well, could you imagine how much hard work that would be? They left their homeland, they had to live somewhere else, and then when they came back, things looked all yucky, and they wanted to make it nice again. And that takes hard work. Who here ever has to clean their room? That's hard work, isn't it? Especially after you've been playing all day and your toys are all over and maybe your clothes are everywhere and your bed's unmade. That's overwhelming. So can't you imagine that the people were overwhelmed too? Well, God was with them every step of the way. And at the end of Ezra 6, we see that they rebuilt the temple. Yay! Everybody cheer for God's people. Yay! Because they were not building it for themselves. They were building it for God. And finally, they had a special place where they could meet with God. But I want to tell you guys something really special. Are you listening? Are you listening? You have to hear this. Guess what? We no longer have to go to a temple or to church to meet with God. Because of what Jesus did on the cross, we get to be God's temple. The Bible tells us that when we trust in Jesus, the Holy Spirit lives in our hearts and we become God's temple. So God doesn't live in a temple, but God lives in us. Whoa! Isn't that mind-blowing? Wow! That is so cool. And guess what? As God's temple, people are looking at us to be an example of God. So we want to make sure that we live lives that are holy and good and full of love and kindness and joy so that people can see what God is like. We still have our yucky sin nature, and sometimes we make bad choices. But we have the power of the Holy Spirit living inside of us, and God will help us to make good choices, even when it's hard. God will give us comfort and love too. Isn't that awesome? Don't you feel so special, like a big warm hug, knowing that you are God's temple and He lives in you? That is so cool. Well, hey, I loved learning this story with you guys today. It's so cool to see God's promises come true. God had told His people that you will be able to leave from your exile and return home, and they were able to. And they had this big, giant project in front of them, rebuild the temple. And guess what? It was hard, but they did it. God was with them. So if you have something hard you have to do, remember God is with you and He is going to help you to do it. All right. Well, I love you guys and I can't wait to find out what happens next. I'll see you later. Bye. Hi guys, my name is Jackie and welcome to crafty time. Today's lesson is all about how the people rebuilt the temple. And now we're learning that Jesus lives inside of us and we are the temple of God, which means that we want to make good, godly decisions. And so I thought it would be really fun if we made a bracelet to remind us that God is with us. And it made me think of, has anybody ever seen a What Would Jesus Do bracelet? It says WWJD. What would Jesus do? Even though we are the temple of God, sometimes we still do things our own way because we'll choose our sinful way rather than God's way. And so this bracelet is a good reminder to help us make choices that Jesus would want us to make. So let's get started. So today I have an assortment of beads. I have just kind of fun, colorful beads, and I have letter beads. So I already got my WWJD ready, and I got some smiley faces because when we do things God's way, we are blessed for it. What would Jesus do? That is such a good question to ask ourselves all the time. We should filter all our decision making through that question. Well, what would Jesus do in this situation? And so I'm gonna put some smiley faces throughout and then fill it with beads. So the first thing I need is this elastic string. All of this stuff you can find at the craft store, and it's really fun to go shopping for it. And you know, this, just because it's a bracelet doesn't mean it has to be girly. Guys, you guys can make your bracelets masculine and cool. And so anyway, I cut a piece of this elastic string. So what we're gonna end up doing is when we're done, just tying the bracelet. You don't even need to buy clasps or anything fancy like that. So the first thing I wanna do is string on my letters. Okay, so now I have my letters on the bracelet, WWJD, and now I'm just going to put the rest of the beads on, and then I'll show you when I'm all done putting the beads on how to tie this off. Okay, so I have all my beads on my bracelet, and I'm just gonna tie it like this, very carefully. You guys, I have to admit, I tried to make one of these earlier and I dropped it, and all the beads I took so long to put on fell on the floor. But don't be discouraged. Jesus doesn't get discouraged, so we shouldn't get discouraged, right? No, sometimes we do. That's why we need Jesus. Okay, so I tied it in several knots, maybe 4. All right, and now I'm going to trim it with scissors, and look at that. I have a really cool What Would Jesus Do bracelet. Good thing I didn't put those letters on the wrong way. And now I'm going to slip it on. And now I have this awesome reminder that Jesus is with me and that I should make decisions based on what Jesus would do, not what Jackie would do. Cool, huh? Well, I hope you guys make these at home, and if you do, take a picture and post it on Instagram and show us at Harvest Kids Live. Make sure you tag us. All right, guys, well, we'll see you next time. Bye!
Well, thanks for joining us in our service today. Hey, Jackie, God is with me wherever I go, right?
That's right.
So if I become an astronaut and I go to the moon, is God with me there too?
Of course he is. Let's find out, though.
Really? Okay, let's go. I'm on the moon.
Whoa,
And
this is cool.
God is with me.
Of course God is with you. He made the moon and the stars.
Yep.
Well, in today's story, we learned that the people were so happy to have rebuilt the temple because it was a symbol. It was a place where they would go to meet with God. And today, we don't need the temple anymore because we are God's temple. Because of what Jesus did for us, God now lives in our hearts, and He is always with us, whether you're on Earth or on the moon.
Well, thanks for joining us today. You can see more services like this on YouTube and follow us on Instagram at Harvest Kids Live, and we can't wait to see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.